Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome back to another episode of my Journeyman career in FM 2014. And yes, going into the second season, I am still with Club Brugge. Honestly, I really did not want to leave, even though I did have a job offer, or a job interview more so. Watch the previous episode for that, but it did not go through. But what it did lead to doing, it led my board being really nervous that I would leave the club, and obviously I've been really successful, and you can see that from my profile. You can see my reputation is really going higher now. The managing finances is something really important. I would see teams and boards would really see that's the important thing of the managing the finances, to make sure the finance is in a good shape. So that's a big thing that I wanted. I want to keep it clear, I didn't sign a new contract. I did that earlier last season, but it is until 2016, which I feel is a good length. That is actually a really good length, if I'm honest. I could play until then just leave if I don't feel like I feel what I can do at Club Brugge, and I don't need to get a new contract. That could be realistic as well. We'll just see until that situation pans out, and you can see my stats there. I don't need to say it. You can look. I'm sure you're reading that or whatever. But anyway, yeah, the board, they were nervous that I would accept that contract or I'll get an offer from them, because I was in talks with SC Herenveen, and they were. But I did make it hard for them to offer me the job. I really requested a lot more transfer budget and wage budget, and doing that, I didn't feel, I would have got that, so it's all good. But it did lead, in the previous episode, my wage budget was in the red, but it's all fixed now. It's not in the red anymore. We've got 92k to spend. Obviously, I'm not going to use it, just going to leave it there, just so, because I hate looking at the red, so that's definitely a positive sign. And also, because we're on 10 million now, hopefully this year we can go through with improving the training and youth facility. Last season, it got stopped because we didn't have the funds to. So hopefully we can hold on. We got 10 million in the budget, so that's something very positive, and hopefully can stay around there for the whole season, so that can get done. Is it going to be around the same time? Yeah, it's going to be about a year again, so the same real time frame. And another reason I'll probably have more chance for that to go through and not go in the red in the finances is my affiliate clubs. I asked to get another club. I asked for a club to improve the financial benefits. You can see with Guangzhou, they're probably one of the best Chinese team. I look in the stats, and they've won actually the last 3 seasons. So I felt they were the best. If you go to competitions or wherever it is, where's the? It doesn't. I'm not China. Why did I click on China? Chinese Super League, yeah, that's what I want to show here. They've won the last 3 times, so they're the best Chinese team, and obviously, China, that's a very good, place, a very good country to get financial benefits, like to get, be a presence within China. You'll be a major benefit to all merchandising sales, so that should be good for both teams, because we're giving them 2.34 million every season. And obviously, we're going to get more sales with the merchandising. So I'm very interested to see how that does. And also, we've got Barcelona and AC Milan as affiliate clubs. Maybe they can send us players on loan. But the thing is, right now, I don't need that. But nonetheless, we are in the Super Cup. The Belgian Super Cup. Hopefully can win yet another competition. That will be good, again, for my resume. Yeah, that's how it goes. And the thing is, we have a big squad, so I definitely want to leave it to you, because of all the good free transfers I made, like first team players, my squad is pretty big. But you got to keep in mind, some players, Simmons, I probably won't play him much. He's just a first team, or not a first team, I just have him in the first team for training. That's pretty much it. And Mashaga Bakenga is probably not the quality at the minute, even though he's a current 2.5 star. I might send him out on loan again, but I'm just having him there because we still have friendly matches to play. And look at that, 15 goals in 16 under 21 games, so he shows he can play that, and he's played for the first team as well. But we still have a friendly to play after this, so it's still in the pre-season, so if we lose this, it's not crucial. And I've really made sure that my tactic is still familiarity. See, when you start a new season, it goes down, so you've got to keep that in mind. So we may not play to our best ability, and especially all the new signings, so if we don't lose, or if we don't win it and we lose, that is why, so keep that in mind. But more so, what I'm trying to tell you here, drop in your comments which players would you try and sell, because definitely I should try and sell. You probably think I have a big squad, so there's definitely some players that come to mind. Obviously, the free transfers I made, they'll be staying at the team. So guys that come to mind, like Chite, maybe sent Bakenga out on loan again. Vasquez, I don't know, I like Vasquez, but his physical attributes is a concern, and we made a lot of signings that can play in that position. So keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only like positions I would consider selling, really. Like, leave your thoughts as well. But I set it up already. A lot of my players need fitness, so that's going to be a concern. But yeah, this is a team going in. I would love to win a competition. I felt I've improved my team a lot. But unfortunately, see, this is the concern you need here. You need 6 players from Belgium in the starting, or not in the starting team, just in the match squad. So that's something you have to keep in mind. So I might have to actually change things up a bit here, to put those players on actually. So who would we play? Canute? I don't know. He's only 90%. We'll bring Bakenga. Is he? Oh no, he's not even part of that. I thought he was Belgian, but he's from Norway actually. So I'll bring in Timmy Simmons. Who else? I guess Engels. See, Engels or Boyata. I'll bring Boyata into the first team actually for Larson. Then I'll take, I don't know, Strandberg. I want him in there because he can play multiple. But there, yeah, we've got the 6 on the bench. So that's something I definitely have to take into consideration. So you have to change it up like that just to make sure we have the 6 to play. So leave your comments on who I should sell because the squad is definitely big. But yeah, we can eventually work it out like that to make like the first team like able to play like 6 in the matchday squad from Belgium. But nonetheless, we move on. Zaza, new signing. He's probably going to be the biggest impact, I would imagine. Like striker, they usually would. And we needed an amazing striker. I felt Chite wasn't really amazing in my view. But of course, leave your thoughts as well. Here, I'm just going to hard tackle. Not really sure on their players right now. And I'm not going to waste time looking at them. So hopefully can continue the form of the previous season and pick up another competition win. And I really feel we should. Sabota, our leading goal scorer from last season, over 20 goals, and the very good signing of Zaza. Look at those attributes, way better than Chite, and Chite was a starting striker last season, so it's pretty obvious that he's going to be amazing, and Lestien, he's only going to continue to improve. Amazing young player. He's had interest from other teams, it's gone now, but I think West Ham was interested, so that's really good. Then you got the midfield, Costanzo, Abu, a new signing. So we've got Abu and Adu in there in midfield, so that's a bit confusing. And yeah, a lot of my players are younger types. Look, Ryan's a younger type, Mornier's a younger type, Boyata's a younger type, Castagna is, Debok is, Abu is, Costanzo is not, Sabota's not, Zaza is, and Lestien is. So it's still a younger squad they'll be looking to improve. But obviously the biggest thing for this season is being in the Champions League. Who we're going to get drawn against in the group stage is definitely a big anticipation for myself. Hopefully it's not too hard, and if we can get into the knockout stages of the Champions League, that's going to do so much for my reputation as a manager, and hopefully other clubs can notice that, bigger clubs. Obviously, I'll see what happens here. Of course, we're probably going to concede these goals early in the season, like set-piece goals, because I'm really working on the... What do you call it? I can't even remember. Yeah, I'm working on the tactic to make sure I get to the familiarity as high as possible. When the season is starting, I don't really care about preseason matches because I am, the results aren't as important because I am working on the, getting the, my players are familiar, getting that familiarity, like I said, getting that up. Like, I struggle to say that word, familiarity, like I say it a bit weird, but yeah, in my head it sounds like hard to say, but anyway, they've got Serge Gnabry from Arsenal, and they will score a second goal. Like I said, this is just like another friendly, to be honest, it's played at not a great time. It's not a realistic representation because especially when you make a lot of new signings, your teammates are still gelling with each other, and like I said, with the tactic, how fluid it is with your players, over the off season it goes down. So it's definitely not a true representation of where we're currently sitting. Because you can see we're dominating possession, but here we have a chance. But of course, we won't score from a set piece. And yeah, basically throughout the whole preseason, I've been working on our tactics and team cohesion. And again, another set piece. It's pretty obvious, and it does show that you need to work on it. But I felt preseason results aren't important, and if you can see these goals in preseason, it's not something to be concerned about. That's the thing. Like, we've got a whole heaps of players. I think I made 11 transfers or something, so it's not a surprise this has happened, but you see positive signs. That's why I want to... Oh, of course, disallowed goal. I can make fun about it now because it's just in the preseason. I don't really care. Oh, yes, we got a goal. Finally, they get an own goal, but yeah, you can see, there's 4 goals scored already in this game. This probably wouldn't happen if it was, during the season. It's just because even the opposition as well, that was poor defending as well. You can see we're dominating possession. Definitely, look at that. We've picked up an early injury as well, Costanzo. But the good thing is we're going to be able to easily make an impact. I'm going to bring Gomez. He's probably the biggest quality, a talented player we have that will make a difference. But yeah, you can say probably you should take more interest, but it's still pre-season. I have another friendly match to play after. Look at that! What the hell? 2 injuries. But the good thing is I can just bring someone like Strandberg in, and there you go. It's no worries. Still quality coming in. That's why I love having a bigger squad. But again, going back to the point of pre-season, you're going to get injuries. You're going to concede goals. It is disappointing though, but it's not surprising with the goals we conceded. It's familiar goals like you've seen previously. And yeah, I don't know. It's not. You can't really take too much out of this. It's more so just getting fitness into your players. My players' match fitness is actually not really good. That could be another reason why. But judging off the possession, we're dominating this game. We're just not. We're not scoring. But yeah, it's hard to really judge these games. I'm just trying to say different reasons why this has happened. Conceded 3 goals, but sometimes it's just the pre-season. It's just how it is. Your players are not fit enough. Look at their condition. My players' condition are definitely not good enough. And you see in defense, Castagna, it's the same. This is just getting match fitness for the players. That's why I mean it's unrealistic representation. That's the reason why. I suppose, no doubt, people will say that's an excuse, but honestly, yeah, you should try. If you play it for yourself, you know that is a thing in the game. So here, Kiko, I'm actually training play left wing. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm still in the mind frame of my positive performance last season. Honestly, I don't care if I lose this because I qualified for Champions League and that's what my concern is. I won the league and I won the cup. That's all that's in my mind frame right now. And we're going to be in Champions League. Again, yeah, I'm going to repeat myself, but that's all I can focus on. It's just getting match fitness into the players. This isn't a key. This is like the Community Shield in England. No one takes it seriously. No one really cares about, now in the Premier League, Chelsea looking on odds on to win the league, and that's what people are focusing on more than anything. No one really cares who wins the Community Shield. That's more than anything, and what I care about is I'm in the Champions League. And yeah, Genk, I'm not sure. Are they in the Champions League or they were in a different stage? And I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, you can see there we dominated possession. It was just bad defending because of, it's early in the season. And look at that, we had better passing completed, better possession, same clear-cut chances. It's just those corner goals, you're going to concede those. And we got an own goal as well from the goalkeeper and another corner goal. And look at that, there was 2 own goals scored in the game. So that just shows you for both teams, it's still it's not like a true representation. Costanzo's injured for 3 months, so I'm definitely going to hold off selling another midfielder because he's out. So yeah, I always notice these matches. I always use the excuse. Well, I don't think it's excuse. I think it's a true thing. I think early in the season the results aren't a true representation. If you want to see the best representation, this is the best representation. Look at those wins in a row. That shows you, yeah. And where's Genk? When we bet them 3-0. When it was a crucial time to win the league last season, to ensure we're in the Champions League this season. That's a big thing. That is amazing for Club Brugge. And also, they didn't win the league, I think, for 8 seasons, which I did with them in the game. So that's a big achievement. But still, honestly, I didn't want to do this video. This game. I didn't want to show the game because, like I said, I don't think it's too important, and we need to get match fitness into our players, just rotating them more than anything. So yeah. I don't know. I'll probably just start fresh from the season, and that's when the real effort's going to be put in. Like you see from last season here, we dominated in the final, the final part of the season where we won a lot of games. That I would expect a similar thing once the season starts, because we made heaps of transfers, so it's definitely not surprising we didn't play well. But yeah, I'll probably want to upload the next episode really soon. I don't like it when I lose, so I'll usually upload the next episode really soon so you can focus on what happens in the next one, if I win, that is. But yeah, someone said I'm unbeatable. That's definitely not the case. You can see I lose there. We made a lot of transfers, so as I said, that will be a long time until the results start to get like they were last season. Also, you have to wait till it's 100% here, especially on this tactic. It's a unique tactic, and you'll expect unrealistic results until we get to that stage. So again, don't read too much into that result. It's still pre-season. No one really takes note of pre-season games. just judge on the friendly, or yeah, don't judge on the friendly matches, judge on the league matches and Champions League. Well, yeah, you can't judge Champions League because most likely we're going to be like be odds on to not get, like, we won't be favourites. That's what I mean. We'll be favourites to get knocked out in the group stage, but it all depends who we get drawn against. And yeah, keep your mind on that. And I've just been rambling on to like make excuses why we lost that game, but yeah, it's not excuse really. It's true thing. Yeah, you don't play great in preseason. If I show you the previous season, you see here we lost early in the season against Lierse, and I don't even know if they're in the league now. Oh, they are. But yeah, they did nothing of note that I remembered. So yeah, we lost against them, and they did nothing special in terms of being in the league. They just finished mid-table or something. So that's what I mean. Yeah, you can see after that loss how much we won or were unbeaten for a very long streak. And then we went on a poor run, as you'd expect. Every team goes through a poor run throughout a season, or most teams anyway. But yeah, got to focus on next season, not focus on last season for now. So yeah, hopefully you are happy with what I've done in terms of the transfers. Obviously, it'll take some time to gel. Like, that's just obvious. Like, that many transfers is going to be a long time. So I'm sure you would have stopped watching this already because I talked about so much stuff. But yeah, anyway, just focus on the next games, which will be starting the league. That will be the real importance, not just preseason matches, which are a lottery. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.